We're back with the Mini. Last time we were fixing it up, this time we're modifying it. Let's go. In this video, we'll start with my first mod to get the ball rolling, before grabbing parts from a local NAPA Auto Parts store to fix some of the issues with my Mini Cooper S, and then taking this hatchback further towards being a proper track car. The aim? To make it my own cut-price, beginner petrol-head version of NAPA Racing UK's insane Mini Challenge race cars. By the end of this video, my car is going to look very different. So, to that first mod.
This spoiler came in 3 parts, with the 2 end plates needing to be secured to the body with riv nuts, and the centre section bolted in between.
But before I get too carried away fitting shiny new bits, Maxwell gives me the lowdown on our plan for the day.
We're at Alliance Racing UK, home of NAPA Racing UK, and they've kindly given us this sick ramp to work on the car, get stuff done.
It's really cool.
The car has been to Lohan Racing, which have done a huge amount of bits to it. They've put in a roll cage, they've stripped out the interior completely, they've put in all our harness points for your new seats that's going to go in, because in case you haven't noticed,
yeah, we've got no seats.
Kind of missing a seat, which is a bit of a problem. You've got new door cards with a nice piece of rope to close it.
Lovely.
Because race car. High flow fuel pump, which is going to be great further down the line when we need to tune it. Now on to stage 2. We've got a huge amount of stuff to fit. I've got to send you off to the NAPA Auto Parts store to get a big list of parts, and then we'll get on with it.
Let's do it.
Wicked.
While Maxwell got to work on the car, I headed off to the local NAPA Auto Parts store to get some OEM quality standard parts that the Mini needed. There's over 270 stores across the UK and Ireland which stock NAPA parts alongside leading OE brands such as Valvoline and Brembo. The list Maxwell gave me included a battery, thermostat, Brembo discs and pads, ball joints, alternator, tie rod ends and an upgraded clutch. NAPA has been around for nearly 100 years, and its parts are all OE quality and extensively performance tested, so that you know you're fitting quality parts when repairing your vehicle. All of these parts have a 3-year warranty, so you're confident when fitting them, and if you have any issues, customer service is always there via an extensive technical team. You'll most likely have seen the NAPA brand in the British Touring Car Championship, also known as the BTCC. NAPA are the current reigning champions, and by the end of this video, my Mini will get a serious makeover that'll make it fit right in with NAPA's BTCC and Mini Challenge cars. Stay tuned for that.
While Izzy was off shopping, I started soaking all the old nuts and bolts in penetrating fluid to make sure all the old parts came off as easily as possible. Using some heat, the old tie rod ends and ball joints came out in time for Izzy to return with all her new goodies.
I'm back.
You're back!
And I bring lots of things.
I can see why you've been busy.
I know. You've been busy too, I've heard.
Have, yeah. So I've taken off all the suspension components like the drop links, ball joints, track rod ends, all that stuff. So have you got that?
Everything is here. Everything you asked for, I've got.
Everything, okay, that's a lot of stuff.
So what's first then?
I'm saying let's go with track rod ends.
Okay. This?
That's the one.
Knew it.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So, do you know where this actually goes?
No.
All right, have a look in here. That is our inner tie rod. So that's connected to the steering, that connects to the steering, and then that connects to the wheel that allows you to steer.
Okay, got you.
So that needs to go onto here. However, you've got to put this on first. I'll do it for you later.
Okay.
Now you just got to literally put it on and twist it around.
That way?
That way. It
Like
only goes
that?
in one way, yeah. And just screw it all the way in.
What, like twist it?
Yeah, just screw it all the way in.
Oh my lord. This is quite technical.
It is not at all.
Do you ever get scared that the car's going to fall on top of you?
Nah, not really.
I do.
Good, good.
Oh, wow, brake.
You just got it off.
Should we get the Brembos on now?
Let's do that, that is a good idea.
NAPA does their own range of OEM replacement brakes and pads. However, for a track car build, a set from their partner Brembo is just what we need for the added stress of taking the Mini on track.
So we've done the brakes. We did that while everything was loose, just to make things a bit easier. Now what we're going to do is we're going to attach the ball joints to the knuckle, so that's going to go up in here. But we're not going to attach it to the arm because we need to take this whole knuckle off to take the suspension shock out.
Whoa, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit of a process because if we attach that first, then we won't be able to get that off.
Okay,
so
I've got you.
Bits and bobs, so we're going to get on with that. Quite easy, 2 bolts. So if you get the ball joint,
this thing?
that's the one.
Yes.
So you got the hole there in the middle.
Yeah.
And then you got 2 holes for each bolt.
Yeah.
Just pop the whole thing into the
that
hole.
Way.
Yep, as sort of best you can. All right, we'll put 1 bolt in, just a couple of, just nip it in there. And what we'll do is we'll use the bolts to pull it in.
Oh.
So we'll do it up side by side, very gently.
Okay.
A little bit on each side to pull the ball joint up into its place. Like a pro, that's good.
It's fine, everything's fine.
Yeah. Go.
I think we're good this side.
You happy with that?
Yeah, I'm going to do the next side now. Having never worked on my own car before, it was a little scary changing such critical components. However, with Maxwell's expert help and quality parts from NAPA, I was confident it would stand up to anything we had to throw at it.
So this is where it starts to get a little bit more hands-on,
okay.
A bit more full-on. This is real mechanic stuff. So what I want you to do, first of all, we're going to undo this bolt and drop this knuckle off of this, so that we can take the suspension arm out, put the BCs on. But in order to do that, you're going to have to just spray hella lube all around here and on the bolt itself, which is on that side. Just be generous, really cake it, yeah. And then what I'm going to want you to do is, you're going to zap off that bolt. I'm going to try and hold this just in case it falls down.
Right.
Once that's loose, I'll take it off and then I'm going to use the ball joint, put it into there, just sit it in there so it's got something to stay on. I'm not going to hold that for the whole time or my arms will fall off.
Cool.
So, you're on the big gun.
This massive one.
That's the one. You take the hammer, I'm going to let you do hammering duty. If we swap sides, I want you to hammer without hitting this or that, or that bit there.
Whoa.
Keep going, yep.
That is in.
That is in, so, and there's a nut somewhere. That one. Just pop that on gently, just so it can't come out. So now we need to undo the shock, drop that down. Do you want to do that? Or do you want to catch, or do you want to?
Well, I can't reach the top.
All right, I'll do undoing.
So maybe I'll catch it.
You do catching.
Okay. Oh, it is quite heavy.
It's all yours.
Oh my God. There seems to be a camera stuck to it. I don't think that's normal. New coilover, ready to go.
Perfect. We've also got this new strap brace, which was provided by Lohan, which will give us a bit more performance, a bit more handling.
Okay.
So I'll fit that at the same time.
Is that in?
That is in, right. Just going to quickly nip these up so you can let go. Okay, you can let go. Okay, so opposite of what we've done, a little bit more awkward because we're going to have to use that transmission jack. So if you can grab that for me and just swang it over here. What we're going to do, I'm going to raise the car a little bit. We're going to use this to lift this into that.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to hold this in place and I'm going to let you use the transmission jack. Oh, here we go. Yep, that's it, that'll do.
Stuck on the thing.
You're all right, we'll just smash it. Here we go, perfect. Okay. That is one fitted coilover. How easy was that?
So easy, job done.
What we'll do, yeah, nearly.
Now we've got to do another one.
Well, first we've got to fit everything else.
Okay.
Yeah, we're nearly there. I mean, I love your enthusiasm.
That's fancy. Ow. Ooh, so shiny. So, before we move on to the rear suspension and brakes, I'm going to swap out this battery. Maxwell instructed me to always take the negative off first. Mother of pearl. That is so heavy. Then when you're refitting the battery, you want to do your positive first and then your negative. Ta-da! Job done.
Yeah, splendid.
I'm going to leave Maxwell doing the rear coilovers, and while he does that, I've got a very important question to ask the guys here at Alliance Racing. Hello, very important question.
Yep.
What should I call my car?
How about Engelbert?
Engelbert. Hi, very important question for you. What should I call my car?
How about Quentin?
Quentin, okay, interesting. What should I name my car?
Oh, I think I'd go for Penelope.
Penelope, a girl's name. Okay, we can work with that, thanks very much.
Go for Timmy.
Timmy.
Timmy
Okay.
the truck car.
Ooh, I like that.
So we're fitting the rear coilovers, and with the BC Racing coilovers, these are fully adjustable, which has adjustable dampening, which is going to be really good for track use. However, these adjusters need to come into the boot, and there is no way to get them in other than drilling through the boot. So I've guesstimated where we need to drill. Fingers crossed it's exactly the right place. Should be close enough. If not, we can make some small adjustments. But I'm going to try it out and see how it goes. We're going full send. That is spot on.
Jimmy the Mini.
Jimmy the Mini. Thank you very much.
I think it looks like a paint.
A peat.
Yeah, paint.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Interesting. I'll take that on board. Thanks.
Spot on! With the holes drilled, I can now feed the damper adjuster through the boot, ready for the car to be set up at a later date and secure the coilover into place.
Wow, look at that.
It is looking very low, very cool.
So it's been a pretty busy day, and I think the car's looking quite different now.
It
Serious
really is.
race car vibes.
Yeah, we've done loads to it today. Done the suspension, brakes,
Thing at the back,
cool boot spoiler.
Yeah.
We've gone a long way with this car today.
And while you were busy, I was also busy doing a couple of little things, one of which was naming it, because that is pretty important. I got some pretty good suggestions from the guys here, but I'm not going to take any of them, because I'm going to call him Stanley. What do you think?
It could
Brilliant.
be Stanley, yeah, okay, I'll go with Stanley.
There's S's all over him.
That's
Stanley.
true. Stanley.
Okay, perfect.
Stanley S.
Fab. Well, that's his name then.
So with Stanley now fitting in a little better amongst the NAPA race cars, there was still one more thing left to do to really step it up a notch. So it's the next day and we're here with the guys from Jellyfish who are going to apply a custom wrap to this car, which is going to transform it from a regular road car to a racing car. And I cannot wait until Izzy sees it. So the wrap's coming together really well. The car's starting to look amazing, and I can't believe how quickly these guys at Jellyfish are doing this wrap. We're only probably an hour or so in, and 3/4 of the car is already done. These guys are absolute legends. So Jellyfish are applying their Protect screen film, which is basically a clear protection for your windscreen. Kind of works the same as PPF, where it stops stones and debris damaging your windshield, which on a track day is really vital because the amount of stones and crust that gets thrown up by cars in front of you can really damage your windscreen. Some of these guys go through 4 or 5 windscreens in a weekend. So this is a great product. We're getting it on the car to hopefully prevent us having any damage. So the car is finally done, and a massive thank you to the Jellyfish guys for doing an incredible job. It looks amazing. I can't wait for Izzy to see it. Next episode, we are going to be ramping up performance, which means I have to take the engine out of this puppy. So it's going to be a big one.